Major League Baseball was officially formed in 1903 by the NABBP, aka National Association of Baseball Players. This was a club that wanted to introduce more people to the sport of baseball, so they then made it the MLB.
Hey, my name is Ricky Apodaca. I am a graduate from Sandia High School 2018. I'm now at Minot State. I'm a two-way, pitcher and an outfielder.
Okay, Ricky, how do you handle criticism?
Depends on where the criticism is coming from. If it comes from a person who I look up to, who is kind of like my mentor, then I'll listen to them with open ears and ready. But most of the time, criticism you receive is just people that want to nitpick at everything you do. So everyone has an opinion when things go bad, but no one has anything to say when things go good.
Thank you. How do you handle the publicity and the public in general, good and bad?
I don't deal with any of it. I don't like to listen to it. I don't like to look at it. I kind of just on to the next game because baseball is a humbling sport. You can be good for 1 week and terrible for the next. So I don't like to look at it at all.
How long have you been playing baseball for?
I've been playing baseball since I was 4 years old, and yeah, it's led me to this point.
Okay, what type of leagues have you played in? I mean, obviously you started with T-ball at 4, but what has your pattern of baseball been?
I went T-ball, and then I went the machine pitch, the coach pitch, or whichever one comes before, and then I went to um, like little league. You play against your kids, and then after that, went to club ball, and then high school, and played club ball in the summers and the fall, and yeah, and then college.
What's your favorite team you've played for so far?
My favorite team, the Midland Redskins. We won. We were fortunate enough to win the Connie Mack World Series. That was a fun team to play with, and all the guys, really good guys, and they're successful.
What position do you think is the most difficult to play?
To play, I'd probably say a catcher because you're involved in every single play and you're the you're the voice of the team on defense. You tell people where to go. You always got to be moving and throwing on third base. It's your job to be a brick wall, and if you're not, then it's on you. Everything falls back on you.
What's your favorite position to play?
My favorite position to play, shortstop when I'm at BP. It's probably the best, but I'm left-handed, so I don't get to. So I'd probably say pitching. Pitching, yeah.
Which baseball player do you look up to?
Growing up as a kid, I think most kids can say Derek Jeter. I mean, every parent wants their kid to be like Derek Jeter. Everyone wants to be like Derek Jeter. Uh, but right now, I don't know. There's just a lot of good players. It's hard to. You kind of just nitpick at every single one of them, and you take some from him. You take some from him. It's not really center focused on one guy. But Griffey, I have like 3 Griffey jerseys. So yeah, I love King Griffey.
Is baseball your true passion? And if so, why or why not?
100% it's my true passion. I mean, I wouldn't put myself and my body through things if it was anything else. And yeah, it's an easy way to sum it up.
What inspired you to play baseball?
I'd say I don't know. Once you get your little successes as a kid, and you get those little wins, they turn into like cravings, and then you just want more and more and more and more and more. And the better you get, it's like a drug.
What is the hardest thing about playing baseball?
Accepting the fact that you're gonna fail more than you succeed, and I think most players have a hard time dealing with that. And once you get to the higher levels, you start to see guys that not necessarily accept the failure, but understand that failure is just going to show up, and you're going to have to deal with it. I mean, if you're a quarterback and you throw 30% completions, you're going to get cut within a year. But if you're a hitter in major leagues and you hit 30% of the time, you're a Hall of Famer. So that just shows the difficulty of the sport.
What can you tell us about the history of baseball that you know and you understand?
The history of baseball? Like, what do you mean?
Growing up, the players. What would you say growing up, looking at the players from the past to now?
Oh, yeah. I'd say the past players have more like grit and grind to them. You know, they didn't have the best technologies back in the day with recovery and all that. So most of the time I don't know their bodies, but I'd assume they'd roll in and be sore a lot. Compared to now, you get sore, you can jump into cryotherapy, or they have all these other types of recovery machines. It's easier for an athlete to bounce back.
Okay, and last final question. What do you want to say of the generation of baseball players growing up?
What I want to say to them, I'd say just have fun, and the game itself will teach you things. So just enjoy the game and keep playing it.